So if you got 12 friends, one of them is a devil. You got 24, two of them is a devil. Y'all ain't talking to me up in here. The goal is you gotta find who the devil is in your circle. Because the truth is that in order for the enemy to get to you, he has to have access.
Hey, my name is Roslyn and welcome back to my channel. Over here we talk about all things Christianity, fashion, makeup, and even the challenging things most people don't want to talk about. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't be left out.
Rooted in grace, inspired by truth. It's the rosary, bringing faith into view.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I'm currently getting ready for church. I know this is different for me. Y'all usually see me all dressed up or getting dressed up, but today I don't feel like it. I am literally in jogging pants today and a t-shirt, as y'all can see. And I'm finna put on a hat afterwards, slap this hat on my head. I'm just finna detangle my hair. I was gonna put on some mascara, but I don't even feel like doing that. Well, I don't feel like it. I just ain't got time to. I'm already pressing for time. It's almost 12:30. The church started at 12:30, so I need to be hurrying up. This is just water I'm spraying in my hair. I don't want to be taking my hair while it's dry. Am I the only one who only use, in Chicago we call these wig brushes. I know in other places they just say like a padded brush. I think that's what they call them, a padded brush. I call it a wig brush, as we do in Chicago. So this is the only way I can detangle my hair. When I was little, my sister used to use a natural comb. I wonder, is that just a Chicago thing? Hold on. This is what I know as a natural comb. This is what used to get my hair combed out when I was a kid, but I don't even know where I got this. I bought it too. I remember when I bought it. I don't know why I got it, because I ain't never used it. And I do have a detangling brush right here. I use this in the shower though. But that's that natural comb, that's what my sister used to detangle my hair with when I was a little girl. But like I said, these don't hurt. So this is what I detangle my hair with now that I'm grown. See how I can get all in the back of my head? I can't do that with a regular comb. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. I don't know what it is. I'm just putting on the regular hat. Loosening it. Wait. I just want to give a shout out to my skin, because baby, shout out to me working out and taking care of my skin and drinking my water and my collagen pills. Y'all, I stepped on the scale this morning, and it said 180, I think 180.6. When I stepped on that Friday, it was at 183, I believe. Another 3 pounds down, I ain't mad. But it's like, now that I think about it though, weight loss wasn't my goal though, so and then y'all know I like to wear my sideburns out, so I'ma do my sideburns at the end. Twist my little ponytail. Can y'all see? Yeah. And then put it in a bun. And I can put it in a bun. Do my little sideburns with some jam. And my edge brush.
I know I'm blessed, 'cause God's got his hands on me. Can't get enough of you, yeah, I'm obsessed. Ain't seen, but I still believe. Hit the buttons and cheese ain't gotta worry, neither do I.
And we're done. Real quick, I don't be giving y'all my little perfumes and stuff. But this, I like shea butter here in Chicago. As y'all can tell by the dude, I got this out of the beauty supply. So the beauty supply store I go to here in Chicago, they just got a big shelf of them. And I guess that's the number right there you can probably call. But in Chicago, we got a beauty supply store here where it's like just a big shelf of them. They make the shea butters made with the perfume up in there. Like, this is one of my favorite scents. You probably can't tell what it say. It's Marc Jacobs Perfect. That perfume, that's one of my favorite perfumes, and I have one in my room. But they make the shea butters with name brand perfume up in there. Now, I'm pretty sure this is not like the real Marc Jacobs scent, but it do smell like it. So I don't know what dupe they went and got, or what essential oils or whatever it is that they use up in here to make it smell like the Marc Jacobs perfume. But this is one of my favorite shea butters that I like using. And they have more scents. So I know I do got to go to the beauty supply store and get some more. But this has lasted me for over a year now. I don't run through shea butter like that, but because I mix it with my lotion. Like, I take a little bit out of here, put it in the palm of my hand, mix it with my lotion right there, and then just put it on. And then afterwards, I go ahead and spray my other little perfumes on. So, yeah. This is my goat. This is my secret to how I smell good all day.
With a tail, the devil is a lie. The devil look like what you like. Person, and here's the thing. Sometimes the person that the enemy use has to be close to you in order to turn against you. You see, if you saw somebody that was far, that didn't have access to you, they would never get close enough to hurt you. So what the enemy does is he uses somebody in your circle. God help me up in here. The devil. So if you got 12 friends, one of them is a devil. You got 24, two of them is a devil. Y'all ain't talking to me up in here. The goal is you gotta find who the devil is in your circle. Because the truth is that in order for the enemy to get to you, he has to have access. Jesus, like, if you're gonna have a Judas, let me show you how to deal with your Judas. Don't be shocked. Oh my God. Yes, still God. Yes. Why you shocked? Everybody gotta deal with this. Look at somebody around you. Tell them everybody that's doing something, everyone that's going somewhere, everybody that's got purpose in their life will have to deal with a Judas. And so here it is. You have to remember that Jesus will teach you how to deal with your Judas. And see, when God gives you revelation, you're not shocked about the snakes. You just ask God to keep your eyes open so you know how to deal with what's happening around you. Then Satan entered Judas, which tells me that he wasn't always like that. Something happened that he turned. Had he revealed his hand up front, you would have never gave him access. So offense is a spirit. And offense is a spirit that once it gets inside of somebody, it starts to gather a mob because it's not powerful enough. If you mad, then don't take it to them. Bible say if you mad, take it to the person you mad at and deal with it one-on-one. But if you ain't man or woman enough to bring it to me one-on-one, you gotta go behind my back and go lie and tell and cheat and steal and gather a mob about me to come up against me. That's not God, that's a spirit.
Y'all, I just got back in from church. God set me up. He set me up. And I knew it was going to happen. He didn't set me up then because I knew it was going to happen. But it's a reason he didn't tell me to put on makeup or get all dolled up today. Let's just say your girl lamented in church today. I wept like a baby. Service was good. I'm going to say that. Start off by saying that. Service was about dealing with a Judas, dealing with your Judases, and the spirit of offense. Last week, the Holy Spirit, well, let me start here. So I've been dealing with betrayal in my life. We know that betrayal, it never comes from anybody outside. Betrayal, it always comes from the inside. It always comes from people who you are close to. Last week, I believe it was last week or the week before, and I had in mind what Bible study I was going to put out, but I'm going to go ahead and put that Bible study out Thursday. So it was either last Thursday or not Thursday, but last week or the week before that. The Holy Spirit was just talking to me about knowing the difference between a Peter and a Judas. I honestly didn't know I was dealing with offense. I just chucked it all up to unforgiveness. and having a hardened heart. So today's service, it was for me. I ain't been to church in like a month. I just been watching online. So, and I paid the consequences of that. Like, I'm not a person who can just watch from home. Satan, he was beating the brakes off of me the whole months. I ain't been going in. It ain't just been clicking to me like, girl, you ain't been to church in a month. Like, you getting the brakes beat up off of you. Go to church. But I don't know why I didn't. I don't know. I don't know why I wasn't going. Wasn't nothing wrong. It ain't. I don't know. I just wanted to watch from home, but clearly I need to get my butt in church, so I did that today. But like I said, the Holy Spirit was dealing with me a week or two ago about dealing with betrayal and knowing the difference between a Peter and a Judas. The type of person, and I'm gonna say was because that was new revelation that was given to me, and I am applying it. I was the type of person where if you do something to me that I considered worthy of you not having access to me and my life again, I was heavy handed with scissors. You do anything that I felt like betrayed, if I feel like you betrayed me, I'm automatically consider you a Judas. And I would do that for anybody. Um, I have trust issues simply because any friend I ever had, like they either had sex with my dude, tried to talk to my dude, or I guess something I never did disclose this. I had sexual relations with women, but every woman who I had sexual relationships with was a friend. Um, so in the long run, I didn't realize how that even affected my trust with women. Um, I'm trying to see. So a long time ago, I used to believe in having friends, having sisterhood, having a tribe. I want that, but basically, trust has been a big factor in me not having friends. Um, because I don't allow people in. I have people at arm's reach. I'll be cool with you, but I won't be vulnerable with you. Like if something going on, I will be sitting up suffering before I allow before I go I will be sitting up suffering before I go ahead and tell you what's going on with me. Um and like I said, part of that came from being betrayed from friends in the past. Um so my trust with women it's out the door. Um and I can feel somebody probably saying why only with women if the man also played a part in it. How my mind works was my because that was my friend longer before that man was my friend. You was closer to me than that man was. In my mind, men came and went, but my friends, they're gonna last always. So I held my friend accountable over the man when in actuality I should have been holding both of them accountable. Um, but the man I simply just let off the hook. Not saying like I took him back or nothing like that, but like I harbored more unforgiveness towards my friend than I did the man because I revered my friendship over the romantic relationship I had with the man. I hope that makes sense. I valued the friendship more than I valued the romantic relationship. There you go. Um, so it wasn't a thing of like where somebody probably thinking like she's male centered, something like that. Like, no, I truly did value like my friendships over romantic relationships. But the cuts I've been cut so deep, it's like now I don't want it at all. It's not something, and even now it's not something I wanted, but if I don't get it, oh well. I'm now to a point where I honestly just want marriage. But I think God is trying to give me friends. It's just that I push people away. So, like I said, I've been dealing with betrayal again. Um, and it's not friends, it's honestly family. Um, two Judases. I've been dealing with two Judases and one Peter. To make a long story short, because like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put the video out Thursday of the Bible study. But basically, the Holy Spirit has just been telling me the difference between a Peter and a Judas. My Judases, both of them done flat out to my face, like told me they will not. Only one of them told me flat out to my face they don't like me, but they was drunk. So to this day, this person still don't know that I know that they don't like me. Um, and y'all, for people who probably saying like you can't hold that against them, they was drunk. I don't believe that. I truly believe that when people are drunk and when people are upset, they say exactly how they feel. They just never said it because they didn't honestly have the opportunity. Them being mad and them being drunk was the perfect opportunity. Um, so I honestly just don't believe that people you can't believe what somebody say because they drunk or upset. Um, so one person used to mask how they feel by an underhanded joke. Like they'll say something like they don't like me, but like I said, laugh it off and make it to be like a joke. The second person, like I said, they did it while they was drunk. They came to my house drunk. We got into a argument and they just flat out like told me like I never liked you in the first effing place or whatever. Um, and then the third person who I am being betrayed by, that's not a Judas. The Holy Spirit is revealing to me how that person is a Peter. A Peter, just to sum it up, a Judas, they are malicious. A Peter is simply an imperfect person. Now, with my Peter, I saw their potential to betray me, but at the same time, I also knew that this person loved me. So when this person betrayed me, it hurted, but it didn't catch me off guard. And with the other two people, it still hurted, but I wasn't caught off guard. Also, simply because the people who because the people who've been around me, I've been able to see their character. I'm able to discern the spirit behind them, just like how Jesus was. But like I said, I'm not going to go too deep into that because I'm going to go ahead and put the Bible study out. So if you are interested in that Bible study, it will be out Thursday. But what this have to do with church is you can put two and two together. This aligned perfectly with church service, just dealing with betrayal, dealing with a Judas. Um, how I need to allow the Holy Spirit to work on me with dealing with offense. Um, my Peter who had betrayed me, I had cut them off. As of now, I've been allowing the Holy Spirit to do whatever it is he's going to do. I reached out to this person. They, are, and this is as of today. I'm telling y'all, Sunday, March 1st, today. So, the Holy Spirit been telling me for a while, like, reach out to them. I reached out today before I left out for church. They text back. So at this point, I'm just going to have a conversation, because another thing about me, I know for a fact I need to work on my communication and need to mature a lot more when it comes to my emotions, because like I said, I'm very heavy handed when it comes to cutting people off. Like, I will just cut people off and give no explanation. So when my Peter head did what they had did, I didn't explain. I simply just cut them off. And as somebody who desires marriage, and I know that that's something God has for me, I just can't go around doing people like that. It's like if my husband, like whenever I get married, am I just gonna cut him off, like go downtown and start filing papers, start looking for an attorney and start filing divorce papers? Or am I gonna take it back to God and pray about it? Um, so I guess I'm learning, through all of this, betrayal is gonna come, possibly even in marriage. Um, and this is not to say that, like, just sit up and take whatever from people, but people will be imperfect people. It's stuff I know I've done. Just think about the stuff you done did with God, stuff I know I done sinned against God for, but God don't count me as a Judas. I'm simply a Peter, an imperfect person, right? Um, so allow people to mess up, to make mistakes. Is basically what I'm getting out of this. Again. Yeah. Mm. And today it was just it was God. That's all I can say. Out of all of the times I done been to service, specifically with this church, they never had two altar calls. The first altar call they came down for, it was simply like if you already saved or whatever, but you just need another feeling of like the Holy Spirit, simply because you have been walking in offense. That's what this was for. And honestly, I sat there. I'm like, oh, I just pray about it when I get home. And the more I sat there, like, the heavier the Holy Spirit was starting to convict me. And then later on, of course, like they had they altar call, like people who want to get a life to Jesus or rededicate their life back to Jesus. Um, and of course, I went down for the first one or whatever, but the second one I didn't need to go down there for. I'm already saved. But it was a God moment today in church. I know for me. Um, yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. He was telling me last night. He started telling me when I was getting my clothes out or whatever, because I had in mind what I wanted to wear. And he's put on this instead, and the outfits start coming together in my mind. He told me, like, put this on instead. So I put this on, I dressed down or whatever, didn't put on no makeup. I was gonna, like I told y'all, I was gonna put on mascara too, but he like, don't put on no mascara. And my face is bone dry, not bone dry, because I got on moisturizer. But when I say bone dry, baby, not no, nothing, nothing, nothing. So God funny, man. But as far as with my Peter, um, I can't be mad if they don't want nothing to do with me. So, but at the same time, I wasn't the one who was back though. So it's basically a thing of like either this is a thing of like we finna either reconcile or we not. And I mean, I'm just doing what the Bible said. If a sister or a brother offends you, basically tell them. I didn't do that. I didn't tell them that they offended me. And of course, it's steps you take the Bible tells us bring two or three witnesses or whatever. Basically it's a step. Bring two or three witnesses together, and then try to bring it to them. And if not, tell the church or whatever. And then not after that, treat them like a tax collector. So it's, only so much I can do. And of course, the Bible also tells us as much as it depends on you, try to live at peace with people. So it's only so much I can do on my end. Because like I said, at the end, I wasn't the one who betrayed me. So, but at the same time, I do got to give that person grace if they, like, nah, like that hurt, I don't like being treated like that. People just cutting me off, don't talk about it. I understand. Um, so I don't know. I'll just see what the Lord do. That's it. Um, I ain't even eat today. Eat yet. I'm finna cook in a minute. It's about almost like 3 o'clock, so around 5, no, like 4:30. I'm gonna start cooking because I forgot I gotta cook them meatballs too. So like around 4:30, I'm gonna start cooking. Yeah, I'm finna watch TV until then and just chill out. Enjoy the rest of y'all week. Peace.